Hello, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, American Island. This is Kusan, you're with Kusan Gaming, and I have realized that I have made a big mistake last time. Now, what I did wrong was I named this island England, when this island should have been named Japan, as it is on the west coast, and it looks very, Japanesey. And on this side, on the east coast, near New York and Boston, we named the island Japan, when it should be called England or English, British Islands, something like that. There we go, English. It's a good name. Well, in that case, we should call this one Japanesey, right? Easy? Like the word easy, right? Japanese. I don't like that. I like Japanesey. Japanesey. There we go. Cuba, even though it's on the southwest side, makes more sense because there's no other cities on an island in the south. So there we go. Now, what are we going to do this episode is a good question. I first of all want to make sure that we have a stable source of income. We do have that, but it does dip down from time to time, I think. But we make about $1 million a year, and we can only make more by shipping more fuel. But the other thing is that I was looking at New York City for no reason. I was just thinking New York is the biggest city in America. We might as well start growing New York now, right? And New York needs food and construction materials, which are two of the, I would say, most basic delivery goods available. So I think we'll start with New York. Now, there is a construction materials plant right here, right next to New York, and there's some rocks not too far off. As for food, I do see grain not too far away, but food processing, I would say, is quite far for New York. So I wonder if we're going to have to ship it by boat, which takes forever. Look at that, food processing plant here. The good thing about shipping by boat is that for most of the journey, depending on where your boats travel, the emissions don't bother anyone. Now, in this case, with the boats we have on the west coast going to Japanesey, from Cuba to Japanesey, it just seems to me like there's no customers for it, which is not something we would have in Transport Fever 1. You would definitely need to have the thing hooked up to a customer. There's oil waiting here, so we're going to buy a ship to deliver it to the oil refinery. But that's an easy fix there. This oil refinery can deliver to both Vancouver and Seattle. I might hook that up this episode, but the problem with that, there's no problem with that. The problem with that is that look at how they're building Seattle. They've decided to go all curvy, like drunk on me. They've gone drunk. This could have been a grid city. We're in America, for goodness gracious. Same thing with Vancouver. I understand it's Canada and it's a British colony, but it's still very curvy. These roads didn't have to do that. I mean, if there was a physical constraint, let me go show you an example. Cuba is a good example. Cuba is an island. They have to curve their roads to fit the island. Whereas, and Miami is a peninsula, I would accept this style of building. But then we have cities like Atlanta doing the full-on grid city, which I love grid cities. Sometimes, but in this game I do love grid cities. So, what do we do first? Do we bring the food to the New Yorkers? Do they want their donuts? Or do the people want oil? I think people want food, just logically thinking. Do they want food or do they want building materials? They want food, which is the harder of the two to get. So let's think about this. There is a... Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm falling off the edge of the map and there's a vortex right beneath me and it's really scary. Let's just hide that there. Stay in the world, please. Don't fall off the edge. This isn't practicing for flat earth evacuation, okay? Food in the Athens farm. West Covina food processing plant. Yeah, we'll just ship it. So I promised no shipping in this episode, but we're starting with shipping. I am unresentful, unremorseful. I'm going for it. If I can find the shipyard, that would be your under the ship thing. Good. Now this is actually quite a nice farm. Look at how they put it here. Right on the, I mean, out of all the places to farm, this dude said, hey, there's a cape. There's a little, I don't even know what you call this, like a land bridge. There's a lake on one side, an ocean on the other side. Nothing will stop me. I'm building this farm here. Perfect. Good for you. Makes it easy to ship, and I think that that's a sign that we should be shipping right here. You didn't want boats at your doorstep. Don't build it where there's water on 90% of your 90% of your neighbors are water land creatures. Just water creatures, not land creatures. Focus here. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to place this bus stop for ships. It would be nice if it fit on this cape, on this promontory, but I just feel like the ships are gonna get beached. I mean, in fact, look at that. There's already a beached rock right there. Okay, well, we'll put it here. Not too harmful. That's fine. Cargo port. Connect it by. Oh, there goes the deer running away. Surprised you even have deer on this like very, very coastal farm. That is an ugly road. That is also an ugly road. Can we make it less ugly in any way, please? Yeah, no. No. The answer is no. Let's do that then. So we have ourselves a farm that's connected. Good. Good. Next step is another harbor. Isn't this just fun? Well, it is actually, for me, it is fun building ships in the beginning of the game. Just a lot of ships. You want to know a secret? I don't even upgrade the ships. I can keep these ships on this line for 100 years. They're gonna make money. So that's my little secret. What's yours? Alright, there we go. We didn't name the second shipping line. I think we should name it West Coast Oil Shipping Ship. This one will be called, wait, I'm not in the right menu for naming things. There we go. Ship to classify it. Classification. Ship. West Coast Oil Delivery Shipping? Fuel shipping. No, wait a minute. This is called oil shipping, and the other one is called crude oil shipping. That's what's going on. Which is the slightest of differences, but wait a minute. That's the wrong one again. I think the crude oil is the black one, right? So here we are. Black one, crude oil shipping. Get it right. There we go. Well, then this one might as well be called refined oil, right? Just to make things more complicated. I'll never know which line is which. It's going to be all color based, and I think I want the other line to be black as well, because it is oil related, right? Oil is what color when it gets refined? Still black. Alright, well, doesn't matter. What does matter though is we need to paint all the ships on this line black. And all the ships on this line are also black. Good. It's part of our branding here. We are a oil conglomerate. They have a nice distance apart. I feel like there's a bit more ships on this end of the line than this end of the line, but it's not too bad. We have $1.7 million. We're going to slow the game down, maybe to speed 2? Speed 1. There's nothing to be scared of. No, speed 2. Who cares about 1854? You name me one thing that happened that year. Beethoven died. No, just kidding. I don't know what happened that year though, so I won't be making jokes like that. God bless his soul. Let's put this port here. That fits nicely. And another curved road. Can we do without the curve? Nope. We need the curve on every single... Look at that. Every single port we built, I think we built a curved road. 1 in Miami, 2 in Cuba. I consider that curved. They're all curved. Even slightly. See that? I can't believe I just wasted my time, and I checked that, and I wasted your time, and we all checked it together. Yes, they're all curved. So let's build the ship line already. I think I need a port in New York. Now, my thing is, if I build a port too close to downtown, we're gonna have trouble with the pollution, right? Ah, but there's a nice bay here. I like these bays. These bays make me happy. They're probably not sustainable. I think at one point we're gonna have to upgrade the ship yards to be a bit larger, the docks. Can we get a straight road here? Although this road is naturally curved. I think I just demolished someone's house. Oh, and they rebuilt the curved road. How nice of them to do that. If I build this... What is going on here? Alright, they want to build curvy roads in New York. I don't think I'm going to stop them, but I'm going to help them though. So we're going to make sure everything past this point is like completely... See, that's not matching. Let's build a square. Have you heard of squares before, New York? Okay, we're going to demolish everything we just built. It looks bad. We just destroyed someone else's house. I think I'm going to pause. Because otherwise we're just going to keep bulldozing the same poor man's house. So this road looks nice to me. It's straight-ish. At least it follows the beach a bit. Build it this way. This road needs to match this road. This is perpendicular to the beach road. Excellent. Coney Island, here I come. There we go. Let's spend all our money on upgrading New York and not focus on what the game is about, right? We can unpause now? No, we can't. Old man Mr. Alberts is moving in to the corner of demolition. I mean, the game is just really pushing me to have a curved road. I don't know what I've done here to deserve it. Let's line it up to the center of the dock. Give it the best we've got. Here we go. Come this way, sir. That should be perpendicular. Now, the slightest curves I will allow, although you see what they're doing now, right? They're making that curve not so beautiful, and they're making it less than beautiful. Does that work? It kind of works. I'll give it that, for which it so heavily pleaded me to do. I gave it. Let me connect this road maybe. One building, very cheap building, will be removed. I'll accept. And do we give it another street here? Maybe. Let's just build up this whole city. I don't think they're gonna move in here. This is the part of the city no one's gonna live at, isn't it? Are these parallel? How can I get some Google Maps on that? Like, No, it's not parallel. That's parallel. But now it's not equidistant. I think I need to get rid of this road. Oh no, 666. What a bad number. Just kidding, I don't know what that number is. Let's put a road from this side. There we go. Does that remind you of New York in any way? It doesn't remind me of New York. But, ooh, wow, we have some big bumps going on here. To demolish the thing I just built. Brand new roads need to be demolished. Not my problem. It looks like a wrinkled knitted sweater to me. Like, it looks like money that's very old. If we rebuild the roads enough times, will they get better? I think the answer might be yes, actually. Oh, no. They did not just do that. Added a curve in both directions, not just one, both. And now it's not letting me build anything. It's insisting on a curve. I'm not going to let it do it. Whose fault is it? Who is responsible for that curve? Do I have to upgrade this road to modern day road? I mean, we're trying to be on a budget here. Upgrade here. There. Will this now? Will this help? Unupgrade. We're good. We're not upgrading anymore. We're building. Find the center. Build a straight road. Just pull it through. There we go. Is that straight? Not quite. There we go. That's straight, right? I do hope so. Okay, well, we have no choice but allow it this horrendous bump, I guess. Because otherwise it's going to be like, swing me to the left. Oh no, there we go. It didn't ask to be swung to the left. This one is. This one wants to be swung to the left. What if I bring you out halfway? What if I start you in the middle? What if I start you in the middle and... Nope. By no means does it want to comply. What is it with this road? There we go. Is that good? Yes, I won't even know when the buildings are placed, so it's fine. There we go. That's good. I think I'm gonna risk it. I think I want another road right here for mathematical purposes. Although it doesn't make sense which road it's gonna connect to. Unless I do that. Maybe not. I'm gonna do it. This is the last. I promise you, this is the last road I'm placing in New York, because it's been quite an episode of road placing. 300,000, which I barely have. Okay. Yes, but we're planning for the city to be big, right? So, new line. Yes, there we go. Food to farm. Farm to city, and then some weird way going back. I might build a canal right there. This is food, so naturally food is yellow. No, it's orange. Doesn't even matter, it's in the ocean. Which orange do you like the best? I like this orange. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna go with yellow, as originally planned. Call it ship. East Coast. Food supply, because it's food, food everything. Food line. There we go. So now if I put a ship on there, will it work? Will this really work? And who wants to be the harbor city? Miami. There we go. Miami wants to be a harbor city. Rather, a shipbuilding city. There we go. Got that word right. So we're using oil money to build up New York City so that we can feed them. And I have absolutely pretty much no interest in New York apart from symbolically making it a big city. I didn't actually plan on really having much business in New York, but I think we might end up having a lot of business there since it could be our East Coast capital. I think all cities are important, but I'm very excited about the loop line. We need to start working on these loop cities pretty early on. We don't want them to grow too much because they will grow just by having more destinations that cars, well, buggies and cars can travel to. So they're going to start growing even without any of my interaction with them. I think they've already grown a bit. They look pretty big. For example, what's the biggest city now? Bay City is now the biggest city. New York City is the second biggest city. Then it's Boston, Santa Monica, and Pittsburgh, which is a ring city. I'm in here right now. I'm visiting Pittsburgh. We're on pause. No one told me that. Well, for that you have the penalty of playing on fast. There we go. Oh, I know why I was paused. I was in New York, demolishing people's homes. Of course. I see they've upgraded all these streets already. Maybe I should... Oh, wow. That's intense, New York. Let's upgrade all these roads to large because, well, not all of them. As many of them as I can without demolishing too many buildings. That won't work. And actually, we should probably get a little bit of a commuter route here, like a local transit. Do we do local transit or do we import production materials, construction materials? We don't do any of that. This ship needs to head to Miami Central, Myrtle Beach South. There we go. Ooh, let's build the canal. 850,000. Well, I do need the money to buy ships though. But I do need a canal. I think a canal could cost me more than even I have. But I do have $2 million as a loan amount. And $1 million per year coming in from the West Coast shipping. Let's build a canal anyway. Size, strength. Nope, we did not have enough money to build even half. We just spent all our money on that. Well, you know what? We're not gonna do that then. We're just gonna do something else. Let's just walk away from that for a second and go to New York. Now, if we want people to move into the south of, well, what I call the south, I just got an idea. We can have a little bit of a Manhattan over here. And then this can be Brooklyn and Long Island. Gotta use your imagination here. But that would require me to place cities using the sandbox tool. But that, if I'm going to use a sandbox tool, I would want to do that far into the future, just so that everybody knows that I did not cheat. I'm not going to be printing money, which you can just do by, boom, printing money. But I'm not the Federal Reserve, so I won't be doing that. Now, commuter route. Maybe actually, since we're on such a shipping thing, and I promised you that I wouldn't be shipping all the time, but we already have ships in the water and harbors everywhere. Maybe we should just... No, nobody's going to use a ship as a passenger, right? So we just need a bus service. New York, Boston. Sounds right. Would that even warrant a railway? It could be like a nice symbolic first railway that loses all our money. Boston is a big city. I think we'll do the rail. It's just so close. Well, and one train can handle all that traffic. So, where do we want our central station in New York to be? It should be up here in the upper part of town, maybe near the industry. It could be an end station. I'm thinking of all the possibilities right now. Boston definitely is going to be an end station on this side, so we should not even hesitate. End station for passengers, bring that down to 80 meters. We're going to do this the cheap way, at first at least. And do we face it that way? We'll face it this way. We'll try to be general, very general. So there's that. The train is going to go around this mountain, well, alongside the mountain and the shore, betwixt the mountain, the shore, and the forest and the road. Nice place to travel. And coming into New York, this is all residential, am I right? We'll just check that out quickly. It is residential. That's probably the wrong view. What is the right view? I am drawing a blank here. There we go. Land use layer. So we have some high density residential here. I was considering building a train line right through that, but I'm not going to do that. By the way, we have $2 million. We should probably buy one of these ships. And also we should send this ship the other way, because it's heading empty, losing us a bunch of money in one direction, with heading empty with no food to New York. Which ship did I even use? This is the Riggy. And we'll make sure that the ship goes in the right direction. It's going to Myrtle Beach South. Excellent. So when New York gets to food, I just realized something. It's not even... Let's pause again quickly, but we need a delivery for this food. I mean, this harbor only reaches these buildings, which do need food, but not a lot. I mean, it only reaches like 5 buildings. So I guess I will press play, because it's not that bad. We do need a cargo pickup station. It fits nicely here. Very nicely it fits. Almost as if I perfectly knew what I was going to do here. Did not. There we go. I avoided a little bit of a mountain slope, which was unnecessary, except that people... Okay, and are you ready for the most exciting part of this episode? Terraforming. There we go. The owner of the harbor suggests we keep that pile of dirt there, though. So we will. Look at that. The maintenance on this property is supreme. I mean, you've got the anchor out there for decoration, and you've got these piles of dirt that make it so easy for any cargo to get in and out. Thank you so much, Mr. Lower New York. Bolton Fish Market. I know about that. Bolton Fish Market Harbor. There is a place in New York called Bolton Fish Market. It's, where is that? It's on it's in Manhattan, on the not the Hudson, the other river, the Manhattan River. Is that right? I don't know. That's fine. Let's build this, let's focus on other things. But basically, a lot of crime goes on in the Bolton Fish Market, and it's been in a few movies that I've watched. like jungle to jungle. There we go, I've said it, I've told you my whole story. If you understand this joke, it's not a joke, it's very serious. Okay, now we have food delivery, which can only mean one thing. The line is yellow. And it's not a ship, it's a truck. It's a ship truck, New York City. It's not called New York City in this game, it's just called New York. New York food delivery. Alright, do we have a depot? No. Are we paying for maintenance on a train station that's not in use? Yes. Very exciting. We can put all our maintenance buildings down here in the south part. When I say south part, I kind of mean southeast, doesn't matter. Buy vehicles. These dirty ones work. They're American. Perfect. There we go. We've set the line. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of food coming though, given that there are no ships on their way right now. Duplicate. What is this ship doing? It's heading back. I told it to go back. It's still heading back. Because we're on slow speed. Are we supposed to look at this ship and be like, wow, look at this ship? It doesn't even have a sail. What kind of a ship is this? We need to change the color of this ship. Details. Nope. Yes. Maybe. Manage vehicle. Take the vehicles. Paint them yellow. How does that look? It looks really, really bright. This guy, you just almost beached your ship. I don't think I'm going to stand for this yellow debauchery. I think I'm going to go for something a bit... And this is why I was saying that the best color for wheat is not yellow. It's brown, probably. Oh, my screen is now moving in direct... This is not me. I don't know why the screen is moving. Brown. The screen has stopped moving. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So in that fashion, we shall recolor the line to brown. Very, very exciting that we have to do this. I think those wagons pretty much are brown. I chose them because of their dirty brown color, so that is okay. If you're wondering what New York looks like, we have Brookfield Goods here, Murphy's Corner, leather goods. It's very exciting. And then they have these Bavarian houses. And this is probably Broadway, given that it's very triangular. We should continue that. But we're not, because we're building a train station. We are going to build the train station very soon. As soon as I figure out, yeah, we are going to build a little bit of a Times Square here. Streets, dirt road. To build Times Square, it's going to cost me roughly 1.2 million to demolish all these expensive houses, which will bring the population of New York down to, who knows, very low number. Probably shouldn't just be demolishing things for aesthetic, right? Okay, but we can get very close to it. We can threaten them. Nothing ever looks parallel to me. So I'll just pretend like this was meant to be, except this hill was not meant to be. So we'll work from the other way. That's a bad idea. Maybe this is a good idea. Nope. This, nope. Now it's like it doesn't even know what is a straight road here. There we go. We're back in New York building roads. Riveting, riveting, riveting. Train station though is gonna go right here. When I say right here, I mean right here maybe. Far enough from the center. Actually, because if you build it right in the center, you're gonna have yourself some emission problems. There I go, demolishing more houses for no reason. They're just gonna build a new house there. You do realize you haven't changed a thing. That actually says it's gonna work? It's gonna give us a little bit of a roundabout here. Wow. Not like Times Square at all. I'm gonna do it. You're gonna have to use your imagination. This is our Times Square here. This place, you know what? I should upgrade this road. It's not gonna allow me to do that, so I've literally just not achieved my goal. We need to keep going straight a little bit. That's the goal. Pause the game. I think I should pause because we can get this if we do it right. If we don't do it right, we won't be getting anything. I mean, I don't even know what... I'm not from New York. I hope you realize I don't know what Brooklyn should look... I mean, Broadway. There's a little bit of a curve for 70,000. Demolish this person's house for 200,000, and then here we are. So let's build this chunk here. Is it straight? I don't know. It's not giving me a straight road. This game hates straight roads. Don't know what it is that is so bad about proper road. Maybe I'm the one who's seeing things. That's not straight either. The game says that this is straight. No, that's curved. That's also curved. Okay, we're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is guessing handy-dandy eye work. And by the time we've guessed it, this Broadway street is way off the mark. We're gonna have to do it from this side. Something like that. Yes? And then this one is unacceptable. This is all unacceptable. And all this for a little bit of Broadway, a little bit of that magic that New York has to offer. Well, I think that let's, you know, we're not even focusing on the business part of things. We need to go and buy a ship. You're empty. You're bringing 19 food. Wow, we have really impressed, and we have gone beyond what the New Yorkers even ever wished. 19 food. A true achievement in today's episode. Okay, the mess of New York that's here. Oh, we have people building houses because I unpaused. And I don't think they got a building permit from me now, did they? So at this point we have like one grid section, a second grid section, and I'm currently introducing a third grid section, which is not like New York at all. I think New York just has one perfect grid, plus or minus maybe another grid somewhere, who knows. Check the middle, here, that's the middle, and now we can finally attach it to your whatever you want here. This is what you want, then that's what you get. There we go. Okay, so please comment, tell me what you think. Does this look like, or will it ever maybe happily pretend to be Times Square? Maybe? Although in this direction it kind of looks like it. In this direction, I don't think so. Unless we build, okay, we need a connection on this side to completely devastate this part of town. How much have I spent on demolishing people's houses in the first 6 years of the game? Probably $1 million, $2 million, probably more. Okay, check my balance. There. What would that would be called an investment, right? Or would that be called something completely else? It's the year 1956. It's the year 1856. Roads cost 1 million. Well, I think that's where that falls under. Demolishing houses is considered demolishing a house, the accountants tell you, is simply building a road. There we go. Now, I didn't build my train line. I think I'm going to do that next episode. Oops. But I do... don't fall off the edge of the map. What are you doing? Be careful. Be very careful of this here area. The gray place. Okay. I think we'll come back next episode and build our first actual train line. There, it's paused. We're paused again. We're not really doing things. Oops. We're clicking the wrong buttons. And we're not painting boats the right color. Manage vehicle. We're not even buying the right boat. Sell the boat. That boat to me is garbage. It does look cool though, but it's 3 kilometers slower than its competitor here. So we have 500,000. I think maybe I'll go buy a oil ship on the other side. There's a lot of oil fuel here. When I say a lot, I mean 39. That's not that much. Well, what happens is they take 2 to 1, these refineries, so every time I bring a shipment of oil, I get back only from 90 fuel, I only get 45 back. And on this side of things, we have 430 oil, which is too much apparently, and 24 oil, which is also apparently too much. This line itself is losing money. Well, I would like to know about that entire line. The line is losing $75,000 a year, not covering its costs, but that's fine. It's just there so that these other people, these fools, bring back the black gold in both directions. Let's check out this finances. It makes $1 million a year, as I predicted. All right. Well, thank you for playing American Island with me, or Island America. I'm not sure what it's called. We have been in New York. We have built up a wonderful city plan. So I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for more exciting city building, transport road laying, and avoiding falling off the edge of the map. Toodaloo, bye-bye.